Get ready for a sports news explosion. We've got Bayern Munich facing an unprecedented goalie crisis. And that's not all. A 16-year-old phenom is on the brink of history, potentially making his debut for Bayern Munich. We're also diving deep into the transfer market, where a young star named Rayane Messi is turning heads at Chelsea, with European giants like Bayern, Barcelona, and PSG all reportedly interested. And finally, we break down the massive Champions League clash between Bayern Munich and Atalanta, revealing the team news and predicted lineups that could decide everything. Stick around, because you won't want to miss any of this. Subscribe and hit that bell.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Bayern Munich is staring down a goalkeeping emergency, unlike any they've seen before, with a 16-year-old on the cusp of a Champions League debut. After a dominant 6-1 first-leg victory against Atalanta, Bayern is poised to advance in the Champions League, but their preparations have been thrown into chaos by a severe injury crisis among their goalkeepers. With their top four senior shot-stoppers sidelined, the club is reportedly preparing to hand a first-team debut to 16-year-old Leonard Prescott. Prescott, who has represented Germany at the U16 and U17 levels, has been the third-choice keeper for the first leg and was on the bench against Bayer Leverkusen. However, with starter Manuel Neuer out with a calf injury, backup Sven Ulreich nursing a muscle tear, and third-string Jonas Erbig dealing with a concussion, Prescott is the only viable option. Even 19-year-old Leon Klanek is sidelined with a thigh injury, leaving the highly inexperienced Prescott to potentially step into the massive shoes of Bayern legends. This unprecedented situation has sparked widespread discussion among fans and analysts, with many questioning the club's long-term goalkeeping strategy and the immense pressure on such a young player. The stakes are incredibly high, not just for the match against Atalanta, but for Prescott's burgeoning career. Can this young prodigy handle the pressure on the biggest stage? And what does this mean for Bayern's future in the Champions League and beyond? A 16-year-old goalkeeper is set to make history for Bayern Munich amidst an unprecedented injury crisis. Bayern Munich is facing a goalkeeping emergency that could see 16-year-old Leonard Prescott make his senior debut in the Champions League. With captain Manuel Neuer, backup Sven Ulreich, and third-choice Jonas Erbig all unavailable due to injury or concussion, the club has few options left. Prescott, who has represented Germany at youth international levels and has been part of the senior squad twice this season, is the likely candidate to start against Atalanta. His youth is remarkable, especially considering that Neuer himself didn't debut until he was 20 and Sven Ulreich at 19. If he plays, Prescott would become one of the youngest goalkeepers ever to feature in the Champions League, potentially setting a new record. Despite his age, Prescott has been training with the first team and was on the bench for recent matches. His statistics at the U19 level, where he has conceded 30 goals in 16 appearances, have raised some eyebrows, but manager Vincent Kompany appears to trust him enough to thrust him into a crucial Champions League tie, especially with Bayern holding a commanding 6-1 lead from the first leg. Will this young talent rise to the occasion and become a Bayern legend? Next, we reveal a transfer bombshell that has Europe's biggest clubs on alert. History is in the making for Bayern Munich as a 16-year-old goalkeeper, Leonard Prescott, might be handed the reins due to a severe injury crisis. The German giants are in a unique predicament, with all their senior goalkeepers sidelined. Manuel Neuer is out with a calf injury, Sven Ulreich has suffered a torn muscle, and Jonas Erbig is recovering from a concussion sustained in the first leg against Atalanta. Even the fourth choice, 19-year-old Leon Klanek, is injured. This leaves 16-year-old Leonard Prescott as the most viable option for the Champions League second leg. Born in New York to a German mother and American father, Prescott has already represented Germany at U16 and U17 levels. He joined Bayern in 2023, skipping the U17s to play for the U19s, where his stats have been mixed. 1 clean sheet and 30 goals conceded in 16 appearances. However, manager Vincent Kompany's trust in the young keeper is evident, as he has been included in the senior squad for recent matches. Prescott's potential debut is generating significant buzz, as he would become the youngest goalkeeper in Champions League history and one of the youngest players overall. Analysts are watching closely to see if he can handle the immense pressure, especially given Bayern's comfortable 6-1 aggregate lead. Can this young shot-stopper defy the odds and make a name for himself? And coming up, a Chelsea transfer target is causing a stir with interest from top European clubs. Chelsea is reportedly accelerating plans to integrate 18-year-old sensation Rayane Messi into their first team amidst intense interest from European powerhouses like Bayern Munich, Barcelona, and PSG. Rayane Messi, a French winger currently developing within the Blueco multi-club network, has become a prime target for elite clubs across Europe. Chelsea signed him from Dijon in 2024 and sent him on loan to Neom in Saudi Arabia for the current season. However, his rapid development has alerted major clubs, prompting Chelsea to fast-track his integration into their senior squad to fend off potential hijack attempts. Despite formal inquiries from top clubs, Chelsea's ownership group is reportedly rejecting all offers, viewing Messi as a crucial part of their future attacking plans. While the initial strategy involved a loan spell at sister club Strasbourg, officials are now expediting this process. Chelsea aims to provide a clear pathway for the youngster within their own setup, hoping to dissuade him from seeking opportunities elsewhere. The club faces a challenge in accommodating another high-profile winger in an already competitive squad. However, Messi's unique profile, including being Dijon's youngest-ever debutant at 16, is considered a generational opportunity. Chelsea is carefully managing his development, with a potential shock inclusion in the senior squad for the 2026-27 season becoming a realistic scenario. Will Rayane Messi become the next big star at Stamford Bridge? Stay tuned as we recap all the top stories and reveal our most viewed news item. Bayern Munich is facing an unprecedented goalkeeping crisis, with a 16-year-old set to debut. We saw a historic potential debut for a 16-year-old goalkeeper at Bayern Munich amidst a severe injury crisis. Chelsea is reportedly accelerating plans to integrate young winger Rayane Messi into their first team amid interest from top European clubs. Don't miss out on any of the action. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let us know in the comments which story you found most shocking, and follow us on all our social media platforms for more exclusive content.